Hello, wonderful universe. It's Jennifer here at Eureka Astrology and Healing. And today it's February 7th, 2022, and we are doing our Moon Mindfulness Challenge. It is the Taurus waxing moon. So first with these videos, as like I like to do, is we're going to do a check-in first with the aspects of the moon today and seeing how that could affect us emotionally and generally. These are fast-moving aspects, so remember this energy is not going to hang around forever. However, with some of the aspects with Capricorn, the energy actually has been hanging around, will continue to hang around a little bit longer. It's just going to change as the moon changes into different signs because the aspects will be different. Then we're going to check in with the phrase and talk about the phrase for Taurus and just doing a little bit of a meditation on what that means and how its phrase can help contribute to the overall zodiac and what it brings to the table and how we can work with it. And then I will do my check-in with the Taurus moon. It's been about a day that the moon has been in Taurus, and so I'm trying to sit with that, and it's going to be in for another day and a half, and what we can maybe expect when we look at the aspects. So with that, the first aspect is the moon is sextile Jupiter in Pisces. It is also trine Venus and Mars in Capricorn. So I thought, like, let's think about this little song that these planets are all singing together today. And it's a little bit later in the day, but I just thought about it, and it's harmonious, it's peaceful, and I wrote, using what you have to build your dreams. So, Taurus is, I have, that's going to be the phrase today is, I have, what do you have, right? Materials, it could be skill sets, what do you have? And then you've got Mars, the action in Capricorn, so really trying to bring things forward and being responsible for things. Venus, the things you desire. And then Jupiter in Pisces, you've got those two earth signs, right? And then you've got the Jupiter in Pisces, which isn't a water sign, but it's bringing in the dream. It's bringing in the vision. Get inspired. Start creating your inspiration. There's a lot of forward movement, like stability, vision, options for growth, and that potential for growth. And so that's the awesome aspect for today. And hopefully this energy lingers around a little bit, even as the moon does have a little bit harder aspects moving forward into tomorrow. I think we're still feeling that. I've talked about it in the last ones. When we're getting these little pings, use them. It's a good feeling. Not every aspect out there is a hard aspect. We have to remember to see the positive things that are happening in the astrological weather from a day-to-day basis. The other thing is the moon is conjuncting Uranus today. And what the phrase comes to my mind, erratic emotions. It doesn't have to be erratic, but unexpected things coming up, very electric feeling. People may be feeling that in their body. They may feel a kind of an extra current or a little bit more of a buzz. And hopefully you can stay grounded using the Taurus aspect, the grounding aspect of Taurus. But there might be some kind of unexpected things popping up today. Could be extreme, could be minor. It depends on your chart and where the moon is falling and Uranus is falling in your chart, your own Uranus, all these things. But I would say like little things just kind of popping up unexpectedly. So that being said, I was taking a look at tomorrow, the 8th, because I thought, well, let's just check in with that because the moon is still in Taurus and there's really harmonious aspects, and then there's a little bit more tension in the chart. But remember, tension in the chart, whether it's an opposition or a square, and there's many more, but whether it's either of those, it's something to think about is that if there's no tension, do we move forward? Do we change? What is there a call for us to change? So see those as opportunities for growth and a call for change where change is actually needed. Remember, the stars aren't doing anything to us. They're reflecting us, we're reflecting them. And so to be with the energy and aware of the energy is more beneficial to us than fighting it or thinking something is happening to us. It's not the way the universe works, in my opinion. So with that, the moon tomorrow, still in Taurus, is going to sextile Neptune. So again, kind of a pickup from today. Again, feeling the dream. There's going to be a little more dreaminess to it. Jupiter was expanding and Neptune's bringing even more of the vision. So there's going to be maybe more of a extra want to bring that forward, that what you got today, and feeling really optimistic about it. And the moon being a more grounded sign can help you stay rooted as that dream is expanding and seeing what you have, that I have, the phrase, right, to bring out that dream. The other aspects that are harmonious is that the moon is going to trine Neptune and Mercury in Capricorn. So again, more of that earth energy. And how I saw this is that people may be feeling confident tomorrow in their responsibilities, like they're okay with what they have to do. Oh, I shouldn't say have, that responsibility they have chosen or are destined for, and they're voicing it and they're clearly communicating, they're kind of standing in their power, and it feels great. That's the positive thing. The challenge is that the sun is going to be squaring, so the sun's going to be in Aquarius, still in Aquarius, is going to be squaring the moon, and it's also going to be squaring Saturn as well in Aquarius. So that's, again, like, right, a little tension. Like, I don't want to say who wins the battle. I always feel like that when there's squares in oppositions, it's like there's a tug of war, or there's kind of just like a banging in the heads going, no, look at me, no, look at me, no, I want to do this, no, I want to do this, kind of a, and a little bit of a back and forth banter. The thing is, it's like, let's get this conversation smooth. How can we bring this together? But the tension that I saw was that there's all this strength and power in the responsibility, and where you're being a leader and you know it and you can communicate it, but there's a little bit of pushback because the sun in Aquarius and then Saturn in Aquarius is like, but the collective. You're doing maybe things in a traditional way, you're finding your power in a little more traditional way, and this is like, it's got to be a little bit different, it's got to be new. Hey, nope, like, it's got to be different, it's got to be new. We're helping rechange those foundations, which is happening with Pluto, especially in Capricorn. But it's a little bit of a reminder, like, hey, go that extra step. Like, did you really make this future forward, right? Serving the collective needs, or did you leave a little remnant behind? And so I feel like there may be a little bit of tension in people saying, you, well, guess what? I really don't think what you brought to the table is good enough. And that could cause some tension. So just think about that. There's going to just be a little bit of a rub. With that, the phrase is, I have. Taurus is notorious for being associated with material, and that's a good thing. We came out of Aries as I am, just it is I am. It's not talking about other things that it has, it is simply what it has within. And Taurus, in the next step, goes out into the world, and it is pursuing what it needs in the world, right? And so it is very sensual. Think of the senses: touch, taste, smell. You have these senses, right? You use these senses to collect things, right? Whether it's food or water. It's a really base thing, right? So what do you have? I have my senses. I have just the materials that you need in general. But again, it's kind of a collecting thing, and it's and there's more than one level on this. It's not just the material world. I don't want to just focus in on that, but it's an easy way to start with, because humans are, and all living creatures are, very focused in on the things that they need to survive. And so it could be, like I said, food or water, but like nourishment in general, I associate with, I have the things I need for nourishment, the things that are life affirming, right? Very positive, and it's a very good energy to focus in on for everybody. It's in your chart somewhere. What do you have, right? But it's not just material, as I said. It goes a step beyond that. It is, what do you have as a gift? Your personal gift to the world, your personal talent, your personal wealth. It becomes a little more abstract than just the material things you have. And so Taurus can elevate that and help you see what you have and your value, your worth, right? And so to have acknowledges that we are in a physical body, that we are incarnate on the planet, and it also allows us to know it when we are in our strength, to know our wealth. The gifts that we have create wealth for us. Now, it's not always material, and so this is where I was thinking about the shadow side, right? So when we know our gifts and talents and our value, we are secure, we are in our power. So I saw at least two, I call them like shadow sides, or areas where could, if there's some fear around it, go into a little bit harder aspect. So one was falling into the belief that one does not have enough material wealth, that they're poor, that they don't have enough, so they have to get more. They have to get more. I have to get more. I have to save more. I can't use it. I have to get more. I have to get more. And so having a perception of what you have, is it actually, are you wealthy? Maybe you're wealthy and you don't even know it. It's all perspective, right? Some people see themselves as not having enough because they're comparing themselves to their neighbor, but if they compare someone else down the street, they could see that to that other person they're wealthy. So it's all kind of subjective in some ways, like what is wealth when it even comes to material, because it ranges greatly. So the constant need to strive to move forward, like Taurus, determined to get more, and not honoring what they have. And they may also focus in on, or someone could focus in on just material and go, if I don't have X amount, I'm not wealthy, and totally dismissing what they have as a value, a talent, a gift, whatever is going on within their own sphere that's outside of material, and always seeing like they're not having it, and just a scarcity mentality occurring. And if you don't honor the wealth that you have on the inside, it's going to be really hard to recognize and honor the wealth that you have on the outside, or to pursue it in a healthy place. So really, that was the second challenge, really, is that focusing is on just the material and not also what you have. So what you can really do is, so what gifts, what talents do you have that create value and wealth for yourself in a positive way? I'd say acknowledge it, honor it. And once you move through and with that, you'll start to see abundance all over. And I do feel like more things come to people once they realize what they have, because then they can share it. Like they see it, like, oh, this is a value. I can share this in however fashion they want. And then things start to come with them, because I think the universe also responds to people who, start to honor what they are and the gifts they have that I have. So with that, my check-in personally, I've definitely felt calm and a little bit slower. I was super amped in the Aries moon and going and doing, and today I've just been taking it easy and just trying to take the easy part of the Taurus, where when it's done with its hard work, it just rests, just takes it easy. And so that's my main thing. I'm just really enjoying the resting aspect. I've worked hard on some things, and now it's time for a little bit of calm. And I just want to quick share a tarot card that I pulled, because I feel like it comes in line with what I'm talking about. So here it is. And the deeper meaning of this card, well, so it's she who rests to create. And when you think of creation, you think of active movement, motion, using materials. But this is about, after a creation, usually people create and not continuing to create, stopping. This is the Taurus. The Taurus seeks, it gathers, it nourishes itself, but then stopping, gestating, resting, letting that energy rebuild for new visions. And I feel like this card's really perfect with Taurus, because Taurus can work real hard and it can move forward, but it also knows when to just stand still and rest, to let the energy build up to do the next thing. With that, if you like my videos, hit like and subscribe. Comment down below. Are you going with me through this journey of the moon's change? Are you feeling it? Have you noticed anything? I really feel like the more I do this, the more I really realize how much the moon shifting into signs affects me. And I know there are bigger aspects, but I can tell, like, my energy levels, where I'm focused at. If the moon is in a place that is causing harder aspects to my sun, if it's causing more harmonious aspects to my sun, or is on my moon again return, it's just really quite fascinating. With that, I'm Jennifer Helmer with Eureka Astrology and Healing. Ciao for now.